Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 9th episode of Super Cub. And last episode, we got to actually go over to She's place. We got to see her kind of family establishment and the mother and the father, and kind of they got an interesting thing going on, like very foreign just stuff, not even like the same foreign country stuff, just like from all over, really, just a very unique kind of feel to it, which is pretty cool to check out. So by the way, there's now a fan in the background. I mentioned that because this is the first video that it appears in. I kind of took that out of its little storage area, put it in the room because it's kind of the time of the year for that. It gets hot. It's not on right now because it would be terrible to have the fan blowing into the microphone. Like, I already have the computer fans that are pretty much always audible in the mic, which I've done all I can do to minimize that, but yeah, I don't want to add to that issue. So yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. So let's just jump into the episode and see what our Super Cub gang is going to be up to. So 3, 2, 1, play. And as always, start with our Katakawa and then Funimation intro animation sequence thingies. I heard a door open. Well, close. Both. I see. She can see her breath, so it's like the complete opposite scenario that I'm in. I mean, we already knew that it was winter time. We're kind of making preparations for that. So, I'm just sitting here sweating as I see her breath. It's funny to me. Hey, you want to trade position and just say the word, Koguma. Or something. It really just kills my immersion when she talks about the coldness as I feel the heat. It's not her fault, but oh yeah, that was the title, wasn't it? Like Inside Ice, which sounds just wonderful right now. I don't even have my water with me right now because it's in the freezer getting cold, because water out of the sink, no, it's not quite at the right temperature. And can you believe we're 9 episodes into this show? Pretty sure that's like three-fourths, roughly. Back over at school. Hey, she's arrived. It wasn't the same without you. Can I have a greeting, or is it? I didn't get that impression from watching Kokoma. Uh, Came over to California. It's not so cold over here. That really is the most important thing to you, isn't it? I mean, I'm sure you'll be convinced. I mean, Give it time. Yeah, when it gets cold enough, you don't really want to eat outside anymore. Definitely had that experience in high school. Oh, looks pretty tasty. Oh, well, yeah, of course, you're more than welcome. In fact, it's more complete with you here. Also, more general body heat probably just warms up the overall area. I think that's how it works. Oh, that looks like a warm beverage. You gonna share it? Just how we like, well, how she likes it. Aren't you glad to have her as your friend? You too. Little grappa. A caution warning. Okay. Well, why? I like the little walk over there she did. What are we doing all of a sudden? I guess it's one way to warm up. Fit? Fit what? Really? I don't know if she'll agree to that. That is generally a good solution. In general, it's a lot easier to get warmer than to get colder. Because if you want to get warmer, just wear more clothing. Or get under a blanket, or both. Oh? I knew. I knew it's good to have you around. Just what would we do without you? I brought my friends over again. That, well... if you insist, we can be convinced. Just always left outside, just to watch through the window. Alone. Until our master returns. That actually has it quite warm. I don't know if it's cool enough for Reiko, though. Well, I couldn't tell that because of the dimension difference between us. Okay, so maybe she does like it. Abrashi, that is hard to say in a Japanese accent. Yeah, it really doesn't, but I mean... Ooh, stockings, wow. Everyone has to like look up to see him. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, she really does look quite warm now. Like, how many layers is that total, I wonder? Like, what she's wearing overall. Yeah, like, we had to go outside to, like, test it, because that's, of course, where the cold is. Okay, it's a success. We wait for her return for the good news. More oil. That's a good line. Get to work on it. I mean, the bike and clothing a little bit different. There's no one here know how to sew. Reiko, can you do it? All at the same time. It's like, why is everyone looking at me all of a sudden? What did I do? Do we have to? I mean, there's probably someone at school that can do it. I mean, we're push comes to shove. Push come to shove, we can just top the gate. Be something about Reiko's hair that just makes me want to play with it. I don't know what. You'll get used to it. This is how the Super Cub Club rolls. It was not too much trouble. You know, it almost looks like she ran here. Like, how did I not see that? Okay. How kind. Knew we could count on you. Keep wanting to reach my bottle of water because I'm so thirsty and it just keeps not being there. Oh wow, it did. Oh, she did do good work. The idea we're in wool right now would just terrify me. Okay, so she does have the stockings. So hook them up, have Santa put his candy in them. Can we have New Year's money while we're at it? Otoshidama, I think it's called. Worth a try. But yeah, I mean, she's done enough for us, so probably shouldn't be too greedy. Oh, that looks wonderful right there. Can I just like jump into it to the screen? I want to get Chi on the back of one of those again because that was funny. She is just a beverage girl at this point. That's kind of what I think of her as. Almost like that one girl from Simple Gear, you know, always offering hot beverages to people. I mean, the smile we saw earlier was pretty telling. I love my beverage, it's what I do. It gives my life meaning. Oh, cool. Can we go to Mount Fuji today? That sounds like fun. Yeah, still wearing a skirt, that hasn't changed, so... I mean, no matter what kind of layers you put up top, I imagine that would still be an issue. Yeah, do you have a better option? I was trying to greet you guys. Mount Fuji. We more or less decided. I don't know if they heard you. Gotta keep those regular customers coming. You don't need to be so stubborn. Hopefully it's warmer in here. Confirmed. 83,000 yen. And windshield. Okay, that's what we're talking about. Gotcha. Yeah, we were vague on it for the whole episode, so yeah, I guess I can see why she might not think that'd be super cool looking. I said 4,790 yen, I think it said. So yeah, not exactly cheap. Okay then. That just happened. I had a feeling he was gonna say that. But I thought your 100 Cub was too good for one. You just look on eBay. Oh, there you go. Breako's like, thank you for being so helpful. They are so in sync lately. They even did, I think they even like shivered at the same time earlier. Good, like, signs of good friendship development. And yeah, we did make it here, so maybe they did hear her. Back to that warning. Yeah, not good. Yeah, but I mean, can we do that? Just like a trial? I mean, yeah, anytime in life where you can do a trial of something before you buy is a good thing, but it's not always feasible. Right now, I'm drinking my beverage. Okay. Yeah, guess I just gotta finish it quickly. My customer suddenly left. Was it something I said? Maybe you should go to Mount Fuji. But yeah, snow would be great right about now. I agree on that. Uh, and I don't see why not. Just don't break it or die on it. And yeah, it does have a windshield, so it doesn't really look that lame. Well, damn. Sounds good enough for me. Maybe we could like paint flames or something on the windshield. I mean, I guess you couldn't do that too much with it because you'd obstruct visibility, but I'm sure there's something you could do to make it look a bit better. Maybe put a couple of stickers on it. That's a good question. Yeah. The cover itself was not great. I mean, you bought a pretty... you literally bought a cursed cub. Oh, are we getting her to want one? Because, I mean, yeah, we gotta get her on board. The show is called Super Cub. If you're gonna be main character, you kinda gotta have one. Pretty sure that's in the rules somewhere. I saw the little nod coming. So, are we done? Our new and improved cubs. Yeah, it isn't that much better. That wind protection. Yeah, I think she likes it. And I knew she'd be convinced in the end. Like, half the time she commented about it being ugly or whatever, it almost came across as her trying to convince herself. But, like, she was on the fence about it for a while. Yeah, I lost track of how many things we've done in preparation for that. Bread. We just take Shi-chan home. Going our separate ways. She's a lot more poetic when she's monologuing. She's much more minimalistic when she actually speaks to people. Which is interesting. Really just funny watching an episode full of the characters kind of doing the opposite of what I want to do. Them doing all this stuff to get warmer, and me I just want to get colder. Really added like an extra layer of, I don't know if enjoyment's the right word, an extra layer of something to the show. Amusement, maybe that's the best word. A better word at least. And I think, yeah, I mean, they pretty much made it seem like this was kind of the end of the winterization of our cubs. So, makes me wonder what we'll do next time. Snow, okay. Yuki. So, that was that was the 9th episode of Super Cub. And yeah, we are continuing with winter themed episode titles. I mean, Yuki, like, I mean, she actually said someone near the end there that it'd be nice if it snowed, and Mount Fuji got snow, so I mean, snow coming to where they are, certainly within the realm of possibility, especially if they're going to name the title after it. I think it's safe to say that there will be snow. And even though I commented before that we're probably kind of finished the winterization of our cubs, right? But I mean, that's kind of like a new element of difficulty, snow, because I mean, everything we did was just kind of protecting against the cold itself, whereas snow, ice, and stuff like on the ground, that really adds an extra layer of difficulty when it comes to driving, right? Or so I've heard. Right, so that may be something we have to deal with as well, for sure. Because I imagine, like, a two-wheeled vehicle like Cubs, they aren't quite as good as far as, like, stability goes, like, on the road, right? Because, you know, just, I mean, it's like a four-legged animal versus a two-legged animal. Four legs just give you more stability, right? So, I imagine that might be something we'll have to work on. Maybe we'll get snow tires. Do they have snow tires for Cubs? Maybe. We'll find out next episode regardless. So, anyway, this episode itself, it really was focused pretty much completely on warming up, right? Warming up ourselves, and like adjustments to the cub itself, which also essentially warms us up because protection, right? Because one thing we did was, well, I mean, one thing we did was like drink a warm beverage, and that is kind of what I associate she with now. For some reason, I feel more natural calling her she-chan than she. I don't know why. Maybe because she is a gender pronoun in English, so it sounds weird as a name to me. I don't know, but I kind of just want to call her she-chan. Anyway, the point is, yeah, she kind of like brings the warm beverages, and that's kind of what I associate her with. So, also, she's also, and like, invites us over to her family business a lot, which is just good business, really. And they're more than happy to go there, for sure, under the right circumstances, for sure. And we had like some abrasive wool brought up as a thing, but apparently it wasn't quite usable as is. We were wanting to do some work on it, but apparently like nobody around us actually knows how to sew. It seems like, I mean, Reiko technically didn't say she couldn't, but I mean, it was implied. We all just kind of looked in her direction, and she was just like, "What are you looking at me for? You think I can help? Just be your get out of here," right? I mean, she didn't say that, but that was kind of the vibe I got from the scene. And we went to somebody else, like at the school, and we kind of like let her do it. I don't remember her name, but yeah, she's more than happy to help for the sake of the health of the students or whatever she said as her reason. So we let her do it, and she did a pretty good job. Like the final product looked really good, and we even got like the stockings and stuff. So a good job for sure. We got that settled. We also had the whole windshield thing. Like they were pretty vague early on because they brought this up very early on in the episode. Something that they wanted to do, but that Reiko was against. And I'm pretty sure she had the same sort of thing with like the sleeves on the handlebars. I think that was a thing. She was against that because it would make her cub look more ugly or lame, you know, kakkowari, lame, ugly. It translates into ugly. I prefer lame, but it doesn't matter that much. Anyway, the point is, she kind of did that as well for the windshield, but they were vague on what they were even talking about for a while, so I wasn't even sure really. So I was kind of like, I didn't really comment on it much, but I was kind of like waiting for it to happen. But they eventually walked into the store and saw it. Then some random literal nobody went and grabbed it first, and that's what happens when you hesitate, right? So. But we got it in the end. We actually got to do a bit of a free trial, sort of, like because Shi-chan brought up the idea, and of course Reiko, she knows people. She knows where she can do it, and she basically found the world's crappiest cub that just happened to have a windshield. So yeah, she decided she liked it. You know, decided it wasn't so bad. Decided that as long as it's useful, it's not ugly or whatever she said. So in the end, it worked out. We both got our cubs modified, and now smooth sailing. We got that. The protection from the wind. Although I would love some wind right about now, but it's neither here nor there. And I think that's pretty much everything to say about the episode. I mean, it's just a chill show, pretty chill episode. And we just had a lot of Koguma and Reiko quality bonding time. I mean, Shi-chan was in it a lot as well. She didn't like travel with them much, but like we interacted with her a decent amount, like at school or at her family establishment, stuff like that. And she obviously played roles here and there, like with the wool and the free trial idea. So she definitely was an important part of the episode, even if she like saw them off a lot. You know, if that makes sense. It seemed like, at least. So yeah, I do quite enjoy Shi-chan a lot. She's just so pick-upable. I don't know how to describe it, but I enjoy her a lot. as a character. I mean, I enjoy all three of them, just for slightly different reasons, so really good cast of characters, for sure. Yeah, those two really were in sync a few times in the episode. So, yeah, that's all I got to say. I quite liked it. Pretty good episode. So, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button, maybe subscribe, maybe become a Patreon supporter, things like that if you want to. But for now, this is the end of the video, so I'm just going to say goodbye. So, bye-bye.